Do you know, our first trip to San Diego, we played a Comic-Con last year.
Did you play Comic-Con?
And
Legendary.
That was kind of my introduction to San Diego, really. Yeah, I mean, that was a great place that was a great way to start, and we had such a good time doing that last year.
One thing that I love about the band is how, especially with the release of the new record, that you had animation attached to the release, and the animation is so genius. It really is brilliant. Can you explain that process and how you incorporate the animation into your music? I know it provides a backdrop when you play live, but can you elaborate a little?
Yeah, I mean, it plays backdrop where I think it's every show we kind of just size up the where we are, and kind of play the show according to how we feel that it's going to be best. You know, if it's a small crowd, sometimes we'll kind of really break it down and change the setup. But I think the animation was just kind of something fun that we kind of got involved in through a bit of a hobby of mine of just loving that style of animation. You know, this kind of Japanese style of animation, and then kind of seeing these meeting these friends of mine. This friend of mine started up this company called Gravy Media, and he just brought in friends of his to work on our first animation. We worked on this thing for about 7 months, and we won an award for it.
That's tremendous.
But this was all happening while we were making the album, which
right.
obviously that's our background.
Right. You know, what came first, the animation or the music?
We definitely kind of we make music first. You know, we write the songs first. But this was just a case.
It's a brilliant compliment, though. Much like what know Radiohead has done, Gorillaz with Damon.
Well, I think it was just a nice way of us going, oh, how do we feel this? How should this album look? You know, what kind of, we're trying to paint a picture. How do we want it to look, as well as how do we want it to sound? And I think it was just a bit of fun, and you know, and some good opportunities happened that we took through that, and yeah, it was a nice thing to do.
Well, I wish you continued success. I'm a huge fan of the record, and it's beautiful art, the way you craft your lyrics. It's a deep record, combine the animation. It's the whole thing, man, the whole package. So
I really appreciate that.
All the best to one eskimO, my friend.
Thank you.